Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a new Snatch It or Scratch It video. I have the Snatch It or Scratch It series where I review a product and just let you guys know my thoughts and if I think that you should snatch it up or if I think that you should scratch it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Samantha, of course. I post videos. I aim for every single day. Sometimes it's 5 or 6 days a week, but I post a lot of videos and I just love doing it. So I hope that you will hit that subscribe button so you're notified for my future videos. I have the Snatch It or Scratch It series. I also have a Will I Buy It Wednesday series where I talk about a new release and let you guys know if I will buy it or if I will not buy it. But today's video is going to be the Snatch It or Scratch It, and it's going to be on one of the new Smashbox cover shot palettes. The one that I got is in Softlight. The packaging gets me every time. But I have done 2 other videos. I have done a first impression and swatches on this palette, and I've also done a makeup tutorial on this palette. So I will leave those both down below if you have not seen those yet. They will be in the description box down below, but why don't we go ahead and get into my review of the Smashbox Softlight palette. Okay, so this palette was a new release from Smashbox. They released a day early before Cyber Monday on Sephora for VIP Rouge members, and I decided to pick one up. They came out with 7 of these cover shot palettes. I'll go through the other palettes in my prior video, so I, again, will leave those linked down below, but they came out with 7 different palettes, and they sold out very quickly at Sephora. They sold out on Cyber Monday. They were gone. They did come back in stock December 2nd on the Smashbox website. Again, they sold out very quickly. They were gone. Just the other day, I think the day prior to me filming this, Smashbox did come out on their Instagram and said that they will be restocking soon. That's all they said. They didn't say where. Are they going to come back to Sephora? Will they ever be at Ulta? Are they only coming back to the Smashbox website? I have no idea, but it said that the restock is coming soon. Each of the palettes were running for $29. Each of them have a theme to them. So inside they all look the same. The one that I was sent was Softlight, which is a soft focused sheen type of palette. They have other sort of like a smoky eye palette, an all matte palette, a bold palette, that sort of thing. So each one has its own little theme. They have the 8 shades inside, 6 smaller ones, 2 big ones. Each one comes with a mirror. All of these palettes are also in collaboration with Shay Mitchell. I believe she's an actress. So they are all in collaboration with her. Each one, like I said, is $29, and each one does come with this like fun packaging. I think each style is just in a different color. So the reason why I said I was sent the Softlight palette is there's just one thing that I want to touch on is this is not the palette that I ordered. I'm not sure what happened to this day. I placed my order on Sephora. I thought I was ordering the metallic palette. I got this, and I'm not completely positive why. So, I mean, that's going to have a really big factor on my review because out of all of the palettes, this was probably the 4th or 5th one that I would have chosen. It's just not something I really would have chosen for myself. The shades are all very light, very soft. I mean, exactly what the palette says that it is, but that's not really me. Like, I was going for the metallic palette, fierce foil finished shadows. So to get Softlight, I'm like, okay. And I immediately had the thought of, you know, I'll just return it and get another one. They were all sold out everywhere. I couldn't get one. So I'm like, okay, by the time I got this palette, by the time I got this in the mail, they were already sold out on the Smashbox website. So there was nothing I could do. They say a restock is coming, but I'm like, when? You know, what am I supposed to do? So I thought, should I just return it? Then I was like, you should just try it. You know, maybe you'll fall in love with it. Like, why just return something when you're not going to be able to get another palette? You know, you might end up really liking it. So I do want to point that out. So I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. This is the one that I got. I decided to try it out. So it's really hard for me to say what I'm going to say, but unfortunately for me, the palette did not work out. And I'm really bummed about it because I think if I would have been sent a different palette, I would have been happier with it. So I wish I would have gotten my metallic palette, but that's okay. These shades in here are just too light for me. I have them on my eyes right now, and they're just too light for me. They're pretty though. Like, please don't get me wrong. This is a nice palette if this is the type of eye look that you're going for. If you like a softer eye look, if you like more subtle eyeshadows, this is actually a good palette. The shades are nice. They swatch okay, and they show up okay on the eyes. It's just not my personal style. So that's why it's really hard for me to do this review because they have, you know, decent pigmentation for what the shades are. There's not a lot of fallout with them, which I thought was great. So like on a whole, the palette is nice. It just has to be for you. If this is not the type of shadows that you want, you are not gonna like this palette. And that was me, like when I finally got to like my third eye look using it, because I really wanted to give it a fair chance. I was like, man, you know, it's just not doing it for me. I like more, I mean, it's not even that I like super dramatic eye looks, but I just like more oomph than what is on my eyes. So unfortunately, that's why I just was not able to vibe with this palette really well. The shades are nice. This one right here is actually kind of like an iridescent purple, and it's a really cool shade. This one right here, this very last one, is a beautiful brown sheen, and I actually have come to really love it for my lower lash line. Like, that one I just really enjoy, but the other ones are just way too light. Like this first one barely shows up at all. The second one just, I mean, it's just like an oomph more than the first one. And the ones in the middle are nice too, but it's just not enough for me. And I'm super disappointed about it. But I just wanted to let you guys know if that you like the more subtle eye looks and those are the types of shadows that you reach for, I think that you would really like this palette. It is small. I mean, you can see it is a very small palette, but the eyeshadow pans are not super duper tiny, especially the two bigger ones. These are not super tiny. You can still get your brush in it. I could get my fingers in it just fine when I was doing my swatches. It comes with a mirror. It would be a nice travel palette. But if these are not the type of shadows that you go for, you're not gonna like this palette. So for me, it ended up to be a Scratch It, which I just was super bummed about. I was expecting to get a different palette in the mail that I thought I would have been much more excited about and, you know, been able to create a lot more looks with. But these, I just feel super limited with this palette because, you know, there's like the two shades that really don't show up at all, and then you're just limited with what it is that you can do and the eye looks that you can come up with. So unfortunately for me, the Softlight palette from Smashbox is going to be a Scratch It. I'm super bummed, but I just want to say that I don't think this is a bad palette. Like, I think my last Snatch It or Scratch It was on the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip palette, and that one also had very light, soft shadows in there, but like, that was a bad palette. I mean, I can leave that one linked down below, but in my opinion, that was not a good palette. So you know, just a lot of fallout, chalky shadows. Like, I mean, this, I feel like the shadows are actually really decent in here. You just have to like this palette. So I would say that if you do still want to purchase one of the Cover Shop palettes from Smashbox, just really pay attention. You know, now the shadows are out. Go ahead, look through the swatches, you know, just look up the hashtag like Smashbox Cosmetics on Instagram or something, or Cover Shop palette. Look at the swatches, look at the eye looks that people are coming out with, and just try to make your best informed decision on which palette it is that you want to get and what would be best for your collection. Because like I said, there are 7 different palettes, so there's probably going to be a palette for you. And you know, based on this one and based on the other swatches that I've seen, these palettes do look pretty good. You just need to make sure that you get the right one for you. So I still hope to be able to get the metallic one. I'm gonna return this because I tried, but I'm just not gonna use this palette. It's just not for me. So I'm super bummed because, like I mentioned in my last Snatch It or Scratch It, I'm not someone who returns makeup a lot. I studied these eyeshadow palettes when they released, when they like pre-launched Sunday night on Sephora. I stared at every single palette, and it was a little frustrating because like PR packages weren't sent out. The collaboration was kept very secretive. Not a lot of swatches, or I don't think there was any swatches that were out. So I was kind of blindly choosing a palette. And I went with the metallic because I was like, I don't feel like I have a lot of like foiled eyeshadows, so that would be great for my collection. Again, I don't know what happened, but that's my advice, is try to see the swatches and see the eye looks. And you know, there's probably tons of videos out here now about each of the different palettes. Just make sure, try to make your best informed decision on which of the 7 palettes would work best for you. $29 is a touch expensive for what it is that you're getting, but the shades do seem nice. There is a mirror, and of course the packaging is cool, and it's a collaboration, so it is going to be a little bit more pricey, but that is what it is. But yeah, I'm super bummed that that there was a mix-up and that this palette didn't turn out to be the one for me. For me, it was a Scratch It, but I hope this video is somewhat helpful for you guys as a whole for the Smashbox cover shop palettes. I'm definitely not saying to scratch them because I haven't been able to try them or test them out for myself, but I am still hoping that maybe in the next restock I can actually get the metallic palette. I don't know, we'll see, but I wanted to share my thoughts with you on that and just kind of wrap it up on the Smashbox Softlight palette because like I said, I will be returning it to Sephora, which bums me out, but I'm super curious, did any of you guys get any of the cover shop palettes? Please let us know in the comments which palette that you got and what you think of it, because that will, you know, hopefully help other people out as well now that we know for sure a restock is coming. If Smashbox has put out any other information about a restock date by the time I put this video up, I will leave that linked in the description box below. Like I said, they just put something on Instagram and said restock coming soon. That's it. No dates, no locations, anything like that, but the restock is coming, I'm assuming, on all 7 palettes. So that is that, but that is my final video on the Smashbox Softlight Cover Shot palette. I hope that you guys enjoyed all these videos. I hope that you're still liking my Snatch It or Scratch It videos. Just leave me any suggestions down in the comments below of other review videos that you would want to see for this series. I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it or found it helpful. Please make sure to subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you real soon in my next one. Bye!